I love the Nordic Heritage tartan. And I love the marled yarn that we used in it.
Uh-huh.
But what if? I'm going to go Marvel comic series. What if there was a tweed version of Nordic Heritage? And what if it wasn't the normal colors? No. It was a weathered color palette. What would that look like? Hold on, let me have a thought bubble appear on screen as I look to the side and think. Yeah. It's beautiful.
It's tiny.
Indeed,
Can
it's
you make
tiny.
it full screen for a second?
Adam's like, no, this is the photo I uploaded. So
there we go. Woo!
So yes, we have played around with and are going to unleash upon the world the Nordic Heritage weathered tweed tartan. Indeed. So, indeed, tweed. Now, essentially, here's the actual
I feel
backstory.
the need for tweed.
So, I have a Stuart hunting weathered tweed tartan, and I love this, and I wanted to do something else similar to this. I wanted more of this type of thing to exist in the world. We have our Nordic Heritage tartan, which I love.
Mm-hmm.
So I contacted the mill and said, hey, make this look like that, but with these colors, but with this pattern, but with this material tweed. So throw that over there. Yes, available now. Nordic Heritage tweed, weathered tweed, reverse those tartans. We actually have it on the website already.
Yep.
If you just search for the word Nordic on the website, you'll see both will come up. So just pick it there.
Yep.
But yeah, that's something we're doing a pre-order for. I don't think I'll say this. I'll never say never. It's one that I am probably going to do as a custom. Once it's gone, it's gone. If everyone and their mother freaking loves it, and there's another round of people a year from now that really need it, sure, I might stock support it. But for now, I'm considering it a limited edition. We did a survey a couple months ago.
Yeah.
And we asked people on the show, hey, go take this survey. Tell us about what types of things you want to see.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things that people really dug into more than I thought were tweed tartans. So tweed tartans, I wanted to see more of in general. I think they're freaking cool. Especially with the marled yarns and the tweedy looks to things, the more earthy, natural vibe that a lot of people seem to be into.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted at least one more tweed tartan to exist. What better tartan than the freaking Nordic Heritage? So yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing. Make it a thing. It's now a thing.
The freaking Nordic Heritage.
Indeed.
So how long does this pre-order last, Rocky?
We're taking orders for 1 month. So essentially,
starting
now through end of June plus the weekends, just like June 2nd, whatever it comes out to, is when we'll take pre-orders through, and then we're putting the order in with the mill and off to the races. So
tick-tock.
Indeed, if you want yours, get in now. Yeah, it's pretty freaking awesome. This is one that I am honestly like overly excited about existing.
Mm-hmm.
I just want it to exist. It's I have the luxury of having like weird ideas that I can just say like, hey, this should be a thing. Let's make this go. And making it a thing. So, yep, this is a kind of a representation. Where my finger? There it is. Kind of a representation as best we can get of what it's going to look like. So, Nordic Heritage tweed, do your worst. Mac.
There is a quick question here. Someone is asking, Zombie Caddy is asking, how is the stiffness of this wool versus on the
Good
tweed?
question.
Yeah.
Versus what we
typically
would
is it
have.
softer?
It's a little bit softer. It's a little bit floppier. It's not.
It's like a 16-ounce tweed, though, right?
Yeah, it's a reasonably heavy weight. I would say it's probably 15 ounce.
15.
It's a little. Okay. It's thicker. There's a little bit more nap to tweed than there is to like a hard finished cloth, like the kilts that we're wearing.
Yeah.
So it's a tiny bit, and don't let this scare you. It's a tiny bit spongier than a normal kilt cloth. And and it's a little bit heavier than 13 ounce. It's not as heavy as 16 if you physically like weigh it out.
Okay.
But it's a touch thicker, it's a touch warmer, as tweed tends to be than a worsted cloth.
Okay.
So I hope that helps.
It's a good question.
Clarify a bit. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I love the kilt, that's now on the floor, shown by me throwing it on the floor, of course. No, I love I love tweed kilts. I love tweed tartan. I love the material that one is, which is what got me so excited about doing this project. So it's going to be freaking cool. Guys, bring up the tartan over here. Now, when we thought of the original Nordic Heritage tartan, we envisioned what would it look like after a sea voyage, after battles, after scars, after weathering had really beaten this tartan into the ground. How awesome would it look in a weathered tweed version? That's what we got over here. That's what we tried to capture. If this tartan interests you, check out the link in the description below. It's available for a limited time.